All right, how's everybody doing? This is Coach Raymond Briggs, basketball coach here in Texas, part-time online marketer. If you're looking at this video, then you're probably following one or two categories. You're probably a person who is looking for a way to maybe generate some extra income from home. Maybe you're already working, you're in a career. Maybe you have some kids who are in extracurricular activities, or maybe you have some travel plans that you want to do, or just just want a couple extra spending dollars for the weekend or whatever. You're just trying to find a way to generate some extra income, maybe a couple extra $100 from home, or a couple extra thousand, or whatever. Or B, you fall into the category of somebody that is already in the home-based business industry, and maybe you have a business you're involved in, and maybe you're doing really well in it, and you're just looking for some good unfiltered information, or maybe you're struggling a little bit inside your current opportunity that you're involved in, and you're just looking for a little bit of insight, a little bit of direction, just some non-biased information. So what I'm going to do here over the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to share with you some things that I've learned over the last decade, I guess now, that I've been involved in the home-based business industry, and over the last 2 years, particularly in the niche of online marketing. Okay, so either A, you're looking to get started in something, trying to find a way to make some income from home. Maybe you've done a lot of traditional offline marketing stuff before, hotel meetings, going around to Barnes and Nobles and Walmarts, and maybe somebody approached you and said, hey, come on out to my house, let me show you a way to make some money or whatever, right? You just want some good information. So that's what I want to share with you. Before I get into that, which I think is going to be tremendous value, because it's things that I've experienced, things that I've learned from, over the past decade, being involved in the home-based business industry, and over the last 2 years, specifically in the online marketing niche. So things that have been truly, truly valued, that I found out to be very, very true, regardless of your background, which you may have been involved in before, what you're currently doing right now, just some flat out truths. Okay, so before I get into that, I want to share a little bit about myself. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, if you've never been to my channel or anything like that, basically, what I do, I'm a basketball coach by trade. Okay, people ask what I do. I'm kind of like, I'm a family man. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I have 2 beautiful kids that I love. I'm married. That's what I do. I'm a family guy, right? And I have an extreme passion for basketball. I've been playing it my whole life. Been running a youth nonprofit program for over a decade here in Texas, where I, just been able to just take the home-based business industry to give me the flexibility to really just be able to follow my passion and work with young people and stay in the gym and stay active and stuff like that. So being involved in the home-based business industry, it's like any other business. There's highs, there's lows, there's things that you do that produce awesome results, and things that you do where you learn, okay, I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm going to share with you just 3 things that I've learned to be flat out universal, regardless of whatever business you're doing, whatever company you're promoting, whatever path you find yourself on, to generate income from home. Okay, so it's going to be a real quick video. 3 things I want to share with you. Number 1 thing I want to share with everybody, first and foremost, this is the first thing that I learned when I got involved in the online marketing niche. Okay, now I've built teams offline before. I was able to bring people into businesses and grow income, and and have a team and have in-home parties and all that stuff like that. But when I got married and I had kids running around the house and my wife, yeah, exactly, have a lot of people coming over to the house, and that just wasn't a good idea. So I came online, and the first thing I did was start coming online, start seeing all this stuff about generate $1,000 from home in your first 30 days, generate $10,000 a month. Excuse me. I'm not going to edit that out because I really did just sneeze. So I'm back on track now. Okay, right. So you all see these things: generate $10,000 a month from home. Make have $500 days. On autopilot. All this stuff that just had a lot of hype. A lot of things that just, I'm gonna be honest with you, caught my attention. I was like, wow, all I gotta do is click this button, probably the button that you're looking at on the computer right now. Like, hey, push that button and it's gonna spit out cash, right? And I'll be honest with you, I fell for it. Maybe you have, maybe you're smarter than me and you just, that stuff doesn't work, and you just stayed away from it. But the reality of the fact of the matter is this: can you make money from home? Yes. Can you do it by pushing a button? No. And here's what I mean by that. Anything that you're doing there's a certain skill set involved behind it. And how many ever reps that you've taken, how much ever work that you put in, if you're brand new to the industry, your ability to come in your first 30 days and push one button and spit out $10,000 just is not realistic. It's not going to happen. I'm going to be able to, I mean, that's what you, and the reason I'm saying that, you know, people are like, oh, okay, I already know that. I mean, you know, duh, right? But here's the reality of it. You know, if you're looking, you know, if you, you know, whatever your situation is, maybe you're in, you know, your back's against the wall and you got to make something happen right now. You know what I mean? Or maybe, you know, I don't know what your situation may be, but sometimes, you know, you're just in a desperate situation and you're struggling in what you're doing. You're just like, man, I just want to make $1. I just want to make a profit. I just want to make a little bit of extra money. And you find yourself getting sucked into different website after website and reading this person's comment and seeing that person made this money. You just get sucked in. You're like, man, I'm seeing some about people making this easy money. It has to be real. Well, the reality is it's called marketing. It's supposed to, you know, increase your emotions, get you excited enough to pull out your credit card and make a purchase and buy something, right? But your ability to come in, if you've never been involved in the industry, and push one button and make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in your first week, 2 weeks, is not realistic. It's not going to happen. So I'm saying that not to say that you can't make money from online, but to be able to manage your expectations. That's one of the biggest things that I had to learn when I came in, was managing my expectations. Because if you're looking for that get rich quick thing, you know, you don't want to be the get rich quick person when you're selling to other people, but yet still, you know, you can get sucked in by it. I got sucked in by it and I lost thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars doing that. And it does not work, you know, and you'll jump from company to company, from website to website, from you know this type of way of making money, that type of way of money. You're doing all these things. And you're just spinning wheels, you know, spinning your money, getting burnt out for something that does not work. Okay, so I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you're looking for a get rich, if you're looking to get rich overnight, right? You know, because I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to get rich quick, or you know, wanting to really take massive action, because that's what you have to do if you really want to be successful. But thinking you could come in and just push a button, like you see a lot of stuff online, or just, you know, sign up for something, all of a sudden you're going to be rich. Don't fall for the hype. That is rule number one, okay? It is hard work in order to be able to make income working from home. It's hard work, but anything that you do in life is going to take some kind of effort. It's going to, you know, it's going to be hard. It's going to take, you know, energy that you're going to put into it to produce a result. Okay, so that's rule number one. Manage your expectations. Okay, do not look for get rich schemes. I mean, I'm gonna give you a couple taglines. You'll see some that may be like, okay, turn $10 into $10,000 in 45 days. Okay, that stuff, not real. Okay, all right. Take a one-time $2 investment and turn it into $20,000. I mean, you'll see stuff like that. You know. And, you know, it's all just to try to entice you to pull you in, okay? So manage your expectations. Don't fall for the hype. Literally realize any kind of business, online or offline, it's the same thing. There has to be a product that is being exchanged, or a service that is being exchanged for a dollar amount, okay? And you have to be able to, there has to be a sale where some product or service is exchanging hands between somebody who wants to buy whatever it is, right, in order for you to make money. All right, so manage your expectations. Do not fall for the hype. Do not think you can come in with zero experience, push a button, and become a six-figure yearly earner. Okay, rule number one. Rule number two, and this is one of the most important things once you start managing your expectations, and it is the importance of developing relationships. Okay, you have to be able to get out there and get out of your comfort zone, meaning you may have to separate yourself from some people that you hang around, right, that maybe aren't serving where you're trying to go, or maybe aren't influencing the way that you're trying to go on, or maybe people that's really, really negative, you know, that you're around. And you have to distance yourself from those people and start listening, surrounding, interacting, and following people who are producing the results that you want to produce, okay? Now, and that's something I really have. I mean, I have a lot of people that you know, I'm cool with, I have good relationships with, that, you know, are just good people, right? You know, but their mindset, their perspective on what they're trying to do in life is totally different from what I'm trying to do as a husband, as a father, as somebody that's trying to empower young people. It's totally different. Does that mean they're a bad person? No. But I want to find and surround myself with people who were producing the results that I was trying to do. And when I started making that shift and that separation, my ability to generate income online just totally changed. Okay, I went from not being able to know how to make any kind of money to learning how to be able to just sit down, put in some work, and know exactly A, B, C, do 1, 2, 3, and be able to spit out income. Okay, so that's the reality of it. That's the truth. Okay, and it all comes from developing relationships on a consistent basis. It can't just be, okay, a numbers game where I'm just trying to run through as many people as I can. And not everybody's going to want to be involved in the opportunity, but what you got to understand is when you can develop a relationship with somebody, meaning that they have a need, they have something that they really want, and not something that you're trying to force onto somebody. It's a totally different type of relationship that you're going to establish. And by establishing a relationship with somebody based on their needs, not your own. Okay, now you may want income, you may want to do this, you may want to sell, or something like that, but your mindset's got to be one of serving. It's got to be one to really help people. And when you approach your business from that mindset, you'll be able to hear something totally different and know what it is that you need to give somebody in order for them to get what they want, right? In order to serve them, in order to fulfill a need. And when you can fill a need for somebody else, consequently, as a byproduct, you're going to get what you want, okay? There's a quote out there out of the book that says, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll always get what you want. And that is so true. You know what I mean? It's the pay it forward mindset, right? And it's all based off of developing relationships. So if you think you're going to come, if you want to come to this industry and you want to be successful, then you got to be a person that can develop a relationship with somebody, right? That is trying to fill a need, that has something they want, that has an ache that they're trying to find a medicine for, it has a pain that you're trying to get alleviated, right? Okay, that has to be your mindset. You have to be a servant. Just like in any kind of business, online, offline, doesn't matter, okay? You gotta wanna help and serve somebody in order to ever get what you truly want, okay? And there's a whole psychology behind that. I don't get too deep, but just understand you have to develop relationships. If you're not developing relationships with people, don't expect people to sign up in your business. Don't expect people to buy your products. Don't expect people to subscribe to your services if you do not have some kind of relationship with them. And it's a process. Okay, so that's step number 2, right? So what are we talking about so far? Number 1, managing your expectations. Don't fall for the hype, right? Don't fall for I just put my money into this thing and I'm going to sit back and gain daily interest. I'm going to sit back and do nothing. I'm going to make all this money, right? I tried it and it doesn't work, okay? All right, so manage your expectations. Be realistic. Understand that it is a business, okay? And if you want to produce high-level income, you got to put out high-level action, produce high-level results, okay? Number 2, what we just talked about, relationships. Develop relationships with people who are producing the results that you're trying to get done, okay? When I had no idea how to make money online, I couldn't be talking to the people who had never done it before, right? At getting their opinions, figuring out what they thought about certain things. That wasn't going to help me get to where I had to go and talk to people that were making $10,000 a month, people that were making $5,000 a month, people that were making $20,000 a month, people that were multiple 6-figure earners. And I was able to develop relationships with people, and by me developing those relationships as a byproduct, I started learning how to make money online, right? And it's a pretty cool thing once you learn how to do it, because you could do it from the comfort of your home. I'm actually sitting in my kitchen right now. It's pretty late. I think it's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now, but I don't got to wake up and go to work in the morning. I have nowhere I have to go except hanging out with my kids. So I can spend a little time to do this, okay? So if you see my eyes drooping a little bit down here, just kind of forgive me a little bit, all right? And step number 3, okay? And that's what I really want you guys to understand. As a basketball coach, this is something I tell, okay, I'm a basketball. I'm sorry if you're not a sports person, forgive me, but I use a lot of basketball references. And I think it's just, an extension of life. You can teach so many things from it, okay? You have to develop skills, okay? Repetition is the mother of all skills. Repetition, okay? If you want to learn how to market, if you want to learn how to generate income, if you want to learn how to advertise, right? If you want to learn how to, whatever marketing tool that you want to use, you have to have some kind of marketing, some kind of advertising in order to get your product or service in front of the person that's in need. And it's a skill behind everything that you do. You can't just go out and try and wing it, or you can't go out and half-heartedly do it, or you can't go out and just do it one day and not do it the next day, or do it for 2 days and take 5 days off. You won't develop a skill like that. You'll spin your wheels, get burned out until it's time to step out, and then you're ready to pass out, and then you say, this stuff just doesn't work. Okay. I've been there. I've done it. Okay. All right. So I'm telling you, it's skill development. It's the same thing I tell the kids. I mean, someone sent me a message the other day. It was like, Raymond, can you, so go ahead and teach my daughter how to make layups, right? She wants to make layups. She wants to make her 18 for middle school basketball and stuff. And she's really fast. She's a good person. She works really, really hard and stuff like that. Just her skill, right? And skill can stop you from getting to where you're trying to go. So you gotta. So the only way you're going to develop a skill is by putting in the reps, putting in the massive action on a daily, consistent basis until your muscle memory kicks in enough to where you can do it on autopilot, to where you start to be able to be creative in how you want to market, how you want to brand, how you want to advertise, how you want to present your information to the marketplace in order to serve somebody who's in need. Okay? I mean, and these are just straight out facts that I'm giving you here right now, because this is what I didn't understand when I first came online trying to make money. I didn't want to do the in-home parties. I didn't want to drive all around the city, going to hotels. I didn't want to be going all over the friends and family. I didn't want to invite everybody over to my crazy house with my 4-year-old or my 1-year-old daughter running all over the place, or whatever you see this video that may be older by then. I don't know. But, I didn't want to do all that, But so I had to learn how to, number one, understand that there's a process. Manage my expectations, right? Understand there is no push a button, spit out money when I didn't know what I was doing system, okay? Now, once you develop your skills, you start learning how to do certain things, and you get some systems in place. I mean, you literally can get to a point where, you put a couple things in place, and you're able to, money just kind of comes, sales come in, profits come in. It works, okay? I've been able to generate, 4-figure monthly incomes, right? I've been able to produce sales on autopilot when I'm in the gym shooting around my son, and I get notifications that, I had a sale came in, or I just made some money, I'm saying? It's real, it happens, okay? So step number 2, relationships. You have to develop relationships with people. Don't be trying to look to get over on somebody. Don't look for the quick buck. Don't look for the quick dollar. Don't look for trying to convince, right? Or force somebody into something, or overtalk somebody. I mean, don't do that. I mean, you're going to damage relationships. And that's the most important thing you can have in any kind of business, is a strong relationship. And the last thing, number 3, is skill development. Whatever it is that you want to do, okay? Maybe you don't want to shoot videos like I'm shooting right now. Maybe you don't want to, type articles or do blogging, or maybe, or whatever it is that you want to do, you have to pick a strategy, right? And initially, you're not going to know how to do it, right? But by repetition, being the mother of all learning, and you putting in that time to develop that skill, you're going to get better at it. Okay, you will get better at it, you'll get more efficient at it, and then you'll be able to start producing results based on the action that you took, not sitting back just hoping that, okay, I signed up, I gave my credit card to whatever company you're involved in, or whatever, whatever it is that you're doing, you know what I'm saying, and thinking that it's going to work just because you signed up, okay? If you don't work, nothing will work for you. All right, so I just want to share this video with you guys here real quick. Wherever you're seeing this at, whenever you're seeing this, trust me. If you do these things, if you understand these 3 things I just gave you here tonight, manage your expectations, understanding it's a process, developing relationships with people, right? People that you're trying to learn from and people that you want to help, develop relationships with them. And thirdly, develop your skill. Those 3 things, I'm telling you, will put you in a totally different position that allows you to actually be able to start making money from home, not just spending money, losing money, getting scammed on money, okay? Like so many people do, and seeing your dreams and goals not get met in life, all right? So hope you got a little bit of value out of this video. Again, my name is Coach Raymond Briggs. I'm a basketball coach here in Texas, part-time online marketer. If you got any value out of this video, You know, if you're on my email list, you know, you'll be getting this. Hopefully you got a little value out of this, guys. If you're seeing this on YouTube, on my blog, wherever you're seeing this, if you got any kind of values, definitely drop a like on it. You know, maybe put a comment down there. There should be a comment box down below or a button you can click saying that you liked it or whatnot. Just give me some kind of feedback on anything that you got a value out of this video. Okay. So again, I say this all the time, and I firmly believe it. At the end of the day, we are all blessed to be a blessing to somebody else. Take care. God bless, and I will see you guys over the top. Bye for now.